Hey, Joey with Outhouse Saloon here, and today I'm joined by Matt. Say hi, Matt. All right, so Matt is a Philadelphia Union fan who was able to attend the match. I've asked Matt to come on the show to give us his thoughts on the Union's 2-0 victory over Charlotte FC and let us know how the atmosphere was there at Subaru Park. So, Matt, if you could just tell us about the atmosphere there and if there's anything special you'd like us to know.
Yeah, I mean, it was loud. As soon as I even walked in the stadium, they're already chanting "Charlotte gets better" everywhere they go. So, I mean, that was literally right as I was walking up the steps, and Hassan Reddick comes out to hit the drum, and the Eagles chants are all going out, and it's just nonstop chants the whole time. Big atmosphere.
Nice.
The stadium was fairly full. At least the supporter section was.
Yeah. Were you able to interact with any Charlotte fans?
No, I didn't even see any because usually they kind of keep the supporter section, like they won't even let anyone in Charlotte colors really come in that way.
Right.
A lot of times.
All right. Was there anything like cool or interesting that happened throughout the whole day?
Probably Hassan Reddick was probably the most exciting part. That was different.
Yeah. Were you actually able to see him?
Yeah, I had a pretty good view of him.
Cool. That's awesome. All right, so now here at Outhouse Saloon, we don't just talk sports. Like down at your local pub, anything is fair game. So before we get started, I have a little video clip I'm going to play for you, and I'd like to get your take on it. All right, here we go.
In the entire world, are there more doors or more wheels?
It's got to be doors on it. It's got to be doors. All the houses, flats, buildings. Yeah, it's got to be doors. Look, door there. Yeah, it's got to be doors. Definitely doors. But I'm looking around now, and there's a few wheels as well. But it's got to be doors. Defo doors.
In your house, do you reckon there's more doors or more wheels?
No wheels in sight. Obviously you got cars, but you got doors on the cars, aren't you? Trying to think now.
What about like when you get a drawer? There's wheels in the drawer.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. But now
suitcases.
Yeah, but then looking around now, doors. There's doors everywhere. Doors there, doors over there. There's got to be doors on it.
Trolleys at supermarkets. There's loads of them.
True. What else you got?
Toy cars.
Yeah, but there's doors on toy cars.
They don't open. They don't count.
Still a door, though, isn't it?
Is it a door if it doesn't open?
Well, one of my doors don't open at home. It's still a door, so it's got to be a door.
Did you know the largest manufacturer of tyres in the world is Lego?
Is it? Is there an answer to this, or it's just?
We're just trying to gauge the opinion of the squad, really.
But I'm still having doors, I think. Don't think that's going to change. But then look at the bikes over there. Like, loads of wheels, isn't there? But...
Yeah, wheels for fun in this room.
It's got to be doors. Yeah, it's doors, 100%.
All right. So given that, are you team wheels or team doors?
Team wheels.
Yeah, it's got to be wheels, right?
I mean, actually asked that on the Union's Twitter account like a couple months ago.
Oh, nice. Yeah. I just think it's hilarious how he gets so like into it, man. He's like, look around. There's doors, door there. Like, it's great. All right, now let's go into the lineups. For the Charlotte lineup, we lined up in a 5-4-1 with Kalina in goal, a back five of Jalen Lindsay, Guzman Carujo, Anton Walks, Christian Fuchs, and Joseph Mora, midfield four of Jordi Alcivar, Brant Bronico, Sergio Ruiz, Benjamin Bender, and the lone striker was Karol Swiderski up top. Now, I'm not going to necessarily go over the Union lineup, but is there anything that you wanted to point out or take note of?
I mean, we didn't have Bedoya. It sounded like he got a little knock in practice, so Quinn Sullivan came up. And they said Bedoya should be back next week, hopefully. So, and nice. Quinn Sullivan was coming off 4 goals on the US U20 team, so it's a sensible substitution. I think Michael Oro will eventually be starting over Sergio Santos, but we'll see in a week or two.
I'll say Santos, man. That guy is he's dangerous.
Yeah, I'm a huge Santos fan, especially when they bring him off the bench and he has fresh legs. He's dangerous. And he doesn't score a lot, but he definitely creates.
Well, I mean, he was arguably like the reason they got the first goal, and we'll go into that in a second. But man, that guy, he created all kinds of problems.
Oh yeah.
But now that we went over the lineups a little bit, what was your initial reaction to the match?
I mean, I thought the Union looked great. Early on, I thought it might be a long night for Charlotte, but Charlotte did have some good spells. I thought Jose Martinez was great, like always. I think he's the best number 6 in the league. He's lucky not to get red carded. I think that was the 18th minute when I think it was Ruiz he slid into.
Yeah, I can't remember exactly.
Yeah, I think it was Ruiz, but I remember seeing it and I thought he was gone. I mean, he tends to get a lot of cards. He's probably the most Philly player on the team.
Nice.
That was like really the only questionable part for me, but overall, I thought the Union played great, and I thought they could have 3 or 4 goals.
Yeah, I agree. So initially going into the match, there were a lot of Charlotte fans that were riding pretty high off the 2 wins in a row. Personally, I wasn't quite there because, as you know, Union are really good. Yeah. And to expect an expansion team to be able to pull off a result immediately against a team as good as Union, I just didn't think it was possible. My prediction of the score was 2-1. I thought that we would be able to, honestly, I thought Swiderski would be able to pull off some magic and score a wonder goal. However, I don't think our lineup really played into that too much. I'm not a fan of going back 5 in general, and especially against a squad as good as Union. I don't think that we should have swapped off of the 4-4-2 that we were running. Things were going well. We were scoring goals, albeit they weren't exactly living up to the stats. We were overperforming our XG pretty good. But I was a little bit let down. I thought we should have been more competitive, but whatever, we move. All right. Now, as far as the goal scoring, the first goal was at the 4th minute with Carranza being assisted by Santos, who got a wonderful ball over the top from Wagner. And that was just beautiful. What do you think about it?
Yeah, I mean, Kai is arguably one of the best fullbacks in the league. I mean, that ball was just spot on. And I thought he was leaving for Europe, but we'll see in the summer. But yeah, I think without Kai, that goal doesn't happen. And then Santos' ability to go and get that. Yep. I mean, Santos is a very fast player.
Yeah, it was that immediately let us know that it was going to be a rough night.
Yeah.
All right. So at this point, you happen to take a little video, and I'm going to show it real quick. All right. That's not cool. To verbally harass us Charlotte FC fans like that. Come on, man. That's not cool.
New York gets it worse, so.
Nice. All right. So Union got their second goal right after the opening kickoff of the second half. Kalina just gives the ball straight away to Gazdag, and he puts it away. Kalina's got to do better. It was just an awful mistake. To Union's, I'll say that the tactical pressing by Union all night, and especially right there, they cost it. So I don't know. Poor on Kalina, but Union made it happen.
Yeah. I mean, I thought that one was all Santos and Carranza just all over pressing. And then, I mean, Gazdag's been red hot. I mean, it's 4 in the last 4 for him. And, I mean, he was working hard all game, so he kind of deserved it. And that's what Jim Curtin said in his post-match presser.
Yeah, I agree. All right, and then I'd say the lone really good Charlotte FC chance was in the 42nd minute with Ben Bender finding himself wide open in the box. And he had a great shot. It was honestly, I think he should have scored, and I thought he scored at first, but he made it just wide. He definitely had to at least get that on target. Yeah. Blake's a really good keeper, so I wouldn't be surprised if he had stopped it anyway. But a man of that talent needs to at least get the ball on target.
Yeah, I mean, and it looked like it was in from where I was in the stadium, but I mean, depending on where he puts it, there's a good chance Blake saves that. I mean, he's arguably the best goalie in the league.
Yep.
And probably one of the best in CONCACAF as well.
I agree. All right, now to go a little bit more in depth over the match, for Charlotte, initially I mentioned the starting lineup as a 5-4-1. I don't get it, man. We had 2 great matches of 4-4-2, and I guess eventually a 5-4-1 could work, just not against Union.
Yeah.
It was not the time to switch it up. We honestly couldn't execute our plan. Generally, what we would do is possess the ball long enough to hit runners going in behind or people getting in the half spaces. But between the tactical pressing of Union and then our players just screwing up, we couldn't do it. We were too slow in passing the ball. And then as far as defending, Santos and the Union guys, they were just too fast for us. Our back line was getting burned all match. It was honestly, it was kind of hard to watch, really. There were some times in the second half where we put some nice little passing together and made some chances, but then specifically Mora and Alcivar would randomly take shots that they had no need in taking. Both of them specifically, when they took their shots, had runners going past them wide open that they could have hit. But I don't know if they were just feeling the pressure of needing to score or what, but they both made mistakes that they really shouldn't have. Ben Bender, of course, we mentioned he had his one really good chance and didn't hit the target. He really just needs to make the most of the opportunities given to him. He had 47 touches, which is a lot in what you would hope for with Bender, with a man of that quality. But a lot of his touches weren't in great positions, and he wasn't able to create the chances that he would like. He only ended up with 3 crosses and no key passes. I don't think that's good enough. Part of that has to do with the lineup, and then part of it was just he wasn't good enough on the day. It's unfortunate. And with Christian Fuchs, obviously world class, but you can tell that his age is getting to him. He's just not fast enough. And if they want to keep putting him back there, I think they need to find a way to give him some more protection so that he'll have some help when teams that try to play balls over the top of him. Swiderski, great. I love him. The formation really didn't help. He had to drop very deep to get the ball a lot of times. And then otherwise, when they would try to hit him with long balls or crosses or anything, the Union guys just did what they had to. They were able to clean up all those chances, and really Swiderski ran around with nothing to show for it. I'll say that he worked very hard. He kept running and pushing till the end, but just wasn't his day. And then Kalina. Oh, man. Kalina. That goal he gave up, I don't even know. He's a great keeper, amazing, but he's prone to mistakes. He gave up, or he was responsible for a pin earlier in the year, and he gave up this goal with, there was no reason to do that. But even still, he still made some great saves. Like we both mentioned, Union probably should have scored at the very least 1 or 2 more. He's great. I love him. I hope he gets his little gaffes figured out. But I don't know. Hopefully next week we'll have a better outing. And then for the subs, one thing that always gets me, whether it's, you're a Chelsea fan, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so we're both Chelsea fans, and I feel like Tuchel does this a lot, and it happened again for Charlotte. I feel like a lot of the subs just come on too late. Like things obviously were not going well. We weren't getting the stuff together that we needed to. And one person that I was really looking forward to kind of give a change of pace was Jordi Reyna. He is fast, and he can pull off some magic. He's not that most consistent, but he is definitely one that could have made a difference. But he didn't come on till the 83rd minute, and by that point, there was no chance. The game was just sewn up. Yeah. And then for my quick thoughts on Union, great as expected. The speed across the pitch caused tons of issues. Probably should have scored, a couple more. The tactical pressing was awesome, and the back line did exactly what they needed to. They swatted balls away all night long. Just overall solid. Is there anything you'd like to add?
Yeah, I thought Elliott and Glesnes did a great job handling Swiderski. And then you have two good fullbacks. Nate Ariels played the last 3 games. He took that job from Mbizo. And I think he's only 19 years old, so he should have a good future ahead of him.
Wow.
And then I think Blake only had 1 shot on target he faced. So, that tells you that the back line and Martinez are all doing their job.
Yep. And even if they would have gotten more shots on target, Blake he's really good. You mentioned he may be the best in the league and possibly best in CONCACAF as well. He's going to be a great keeper going forward. Next up for the clubs, Charlotte has Atlanta coming home this weekend, and I know the Pans will be pumped for it. I'm hoping we'll get some redemption for the match last time. Honestly, I believe we should have at least drawn or won that outright. Some unfortunate events with the pin and then a deflection going in. It was rough to watch. But anyway, Union will take on Columbus Crew next. And honestly, I doubt it'll be much of a match. But Matt, is there anything you'd like to say about that?
Columbus is a pretty decent team. I think it's probably going to be 1-0. I think it'll be a tight game.
No, I'm thinking you guys will be able to put up 2 or 3 against Columbus. I don't rate Union, or I don't rate Columbus that well.
Zelayon is really the one you got to look out for.
Yeah, I think you guys are defensively sound enough to be able to stop them.
And it just depends on the finishing.
Yeah.
But, we really have 4 good strikers. Corey Burke's your 4th guy, and he has 2 in his 2 starts. It's a good problem to have.
Yep, agreed. All right, Matt. Thank you for joining us. It was a real pleasure to have you. Hopefully next time Charlotte will be a little more prepared and be able to pull off the result. We'll be releasing a Charlotte FC match recap video similar to this every week. We're going to try to have on a fan of the opposite team going forward. I really think that's something that could be pretty cool and unique, and I look forward to it. Otherwise, keep a lookout for our live content and make sure to do the like, subscribe, and comment stuff. And that's going to do it for today. From me and our special guest, Matt.
Thanks
have a good day. Yep. And see you all later.
Have a good one.